My name is Sharryl Cross, and I am known as what they call a 7th Avenue, New York City fashion designer. I spent the last 13 years of my life working in the New York City fashion industry. But I am actually from Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City. What up, doe, to my Detroit people. When I was in 4th grade, I actually wrote an essay proclaiming that one day I would become a fashion designer. And little did I know that that would actually happen. In the fashion program at Michigan State, I actually joined the program late, which caused me to miss a key step in the program. During your junior year, you were to go to FIT in New York, and that would help you make an easy transition into the fashion industry after graduation. But because I missed that step, because I entered late, I did not go to New York after graduation. I had no plan, no guidance, no internship. I ended up staying in Michigan teaching. And within those short few years, that everything I worked for, I lost. I got laid off. My condo went into foreclosure, car repossessed, and I had hit a rock bottom. And so during this time, I was forced to figure it out. I still had this dream of becoming a designer, but I didn't know what to do. And so through my depression, I said, I got to figure this out. So I got online. I started researching anything, career fairs, anything. And I actually found a Styles career fair. And I took $1,000, which is all I had, to my name. I purchased a one-way ticket to New York. I can't make this up. I purchased a one-way ticket, flew to New York. I had one shot to get it right. Macy's was actually the first company that I met with, and I told them my story. I told them my dream. And as a result, I landed the job. And I began working as an assistant, and I made a goal within 5 years that I would become a senior designer. That led to a 13-year successful career designing for multiple brands in the fashion industry. As a result, you can see here, I had styles featured in Style magazine, in Vogue magazine. I had, every month I had styles in the Macy's mailers. And I even had styles in the Macy's windows in Herald Square. These are some of the companies that I've designed for over the last few years: Kohl's, Elizabeth and James for the Olsen twins, Kinsey, Juicy Couture, TJ Maxx, and so on. So I've truly been living the dream. And then fast forward to 2020, when the pandemic hit. I had some decisions to make because the New York industry had shut down. And so I decided to actually relocate back home and come start all over, my grassroots. I took out my sewing machine. I started creating prints. I started sewing. And at that point, I decided now was the time to try and start my own line. But this time I had 13 years experience under my belt. So I took a room in my basement, and you can see there some of my protos. I just started sewing and making samples. I sent the information off to the factories, and they began creating my line. So you can see here in the first collection, obviously zebra print was one of the themes, and I had to wear all of the hats. I was the photographer. I was doing all the sample making. I actually created and designed my online site, my website. And you can see some of this, a little bit of the styles featured there. And you can make sure to go online to see everything. And I was able to get the line into a local store in downtown Detroit. The store is Detroit is the New Black. And I was fortunate enough, they have what's called an accelerator program, where Detroit designers, they allow you to come in and they introduce your line to the community. And the first 2 months, you receive 100% of your profits. And if it does well, they will extend a month-to-month contract. Well, Detroit showed up and they purchased, and some of my styles sold out. This is the signature Rosa dress, which was also a part of the line, and I offered it in multiple colors and in multiple prints. It's been a crazy, crazy journey. Here's another one. This one I actually sewed myself with my own sewing machine in the basement. This was the Issa dress, which also, thanks to customers, it's also sold out. And so I just wanted to share this journey in a nutshell. Like, if you have a dream and a goal, do not give up. The journey is going to be crazy, but it's well worth it. And if you have any additional questions, because I know this was a short presentation time, please reach out to me on social media at Cross Creates Art or at truth_be bold, be true, be you. And we can talk if you're interested in getting more information on how you can become a fashion designer, or if you know young kids coming up that want to get into a fashion program, please reach out, because I am here to share this information with people, especially in the Black community. So thank you so much for allowing me to share my journey.